Dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into Natas, a wargame from OverTheWire designed to improve or sharpen your cybersecurity skills, particularly web security. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Now, let's jump in and start hacking away through Natas. The level I'm going to do will be level 19. And this level still involves with cookie manipulation. And however, in comparison to the previous level, this level is a bit more complicated, but it's not so extremely difficult. Anyway, so now we can copy this address as starting point, head over to Kali Linux, and we can paste in here, press enter. Now we are required to provide a username Natas 19, and also we can get its password from notebook. No problem, we can copy it and paste into password field and click sign in. Don't save. So here it's saying this page uses mostly the same code as the previous level, but session IDs are no longer sequential. You know, the previous level, we manipulate a cookie, and the cookie has session ID. So by doing that, we can get the credentials for the next level, or log in as a admin user. But here, maybe this session ID is not as simple as that, because it's saying no longer sequential. And for us, we need to find out how such session ID is generated by the web application. And another big difference between this one and any other previous level is that this level doesn't provide as source code. Okay, so of course I don't think now or at this point we have a cookie set by the application yet. To do to confirm my I think we can go to the developer tool and go to the storage. Okay, so as you can see over here, we cannot see any cookie. Cookie always the key value pairs. Okay, so to get the cookie as the previous level, we need to submit something, for example, like admin and admin. And of course, I think I just put some random information here and click login. Now, if you check the cookie, and the cookie, as you can see here, there is one key value pair. The key name is PHP Session ID. And the cookie can have several key value pairs. And this is set by the web application. For this level, just one key value pair. And this is the session ID. The cookie is very good mechanism for browser or for the user to keep track of session between the browser and the application. And so sometimes, of course, cookie, we can manipulate the cookie for malicious purpose. Okay, so now as you can see over here, we are logged in as a regular user, although we submit some random information. And to get the password or credentials for the next level, we should log in as an admin. So how to do? Maybe we need to manipulate the value of this cookie or this session ID specifically. However, how to do? We need to know how the value is generated. Okay, so we can copy, and it looks like from the pattern of this value, it looks like this is hexadecimal. So we can copy and go to the CyberChef website. CyberChef, this is, we can call it Swiss knife, which can provide a lot of operations of encoding and decoding. I think this is very great online service, and I've already utilized this online service for many engagements. Okay, and here we can put or paste in the input box, and we can search hex, and we can select from hex. As you can see, we got the output. This is a bit meaningful. And the output, this is the original string. And this string consists of 2 sections. We can copy. Let me paste into our notebook. So I think this string consists of 2 sections. The first one is numeric, or the digits. And as we know, because it's saying this level is almost the same as the previous level. I mean, I'm talking about the code. Okay, so, or this digit or this number should be between 0 and 650, and the second section is fixed, is hyphen and admin. So I think later we can utilize the Python to automate this process to find correct value or numeric value. Okay, but before we go there, we need to know how to use Python to make a conversion between hexadecimal and string. And before we implement it in the actual code, I'd like to use interactive Python. I always use this approach to test some, for example, some modules, some functions. Okay, and actually we can utilize one built-in module in Python, bytes. We can from hex, and we can pass the argument of this should be close the at. We can copy this hexadecimal and paste in here. Press enter. As you can see, we have already convert from hex to the, to the string or a ASCII. Okay, so we also can put another layer of decoding, because this string is prefixed with B. In Python, this means this is in the format of a byte, and this can be, removed by the decode method or function. So I think we have to know how to convert or decode from the hexadecimal to string or to text. Now we need to do some sorts of reverse operations, okay, or reverse engineering. And this is not so complicated, just involves 2 steps or 2 operations that we need to encode, and then we need to convert to hex. Okay, let me exit from the interactive Python, and next we can launch the PyCharm editor to code our program to conduct brute forcing. Okay, so let me delete this tab first. I'd like to start from scratch. So we can right click on this folder what we are working on, and the new Python file, and you can use any name, for example Natas 19. This doesn't matter, and PyCharm will automatically take care of its extension or py. And next we need to formulate, or we need to generate request. And the most effective way I'm going to show you is go back to the browser and go to the network. Maybe we can refresh this page, and then we can, of course, the first post request is what we want. We can copy value or copy this request as a Q command, and then we can go to this website, Q converter. You know, this website can provide a function of converting Q command to Python or JavaScript or many other languages, programming languages. So I think it's done, and we can copy it to clipboard, and we can go back to PyCharm editor, paste in here. Next, we need to import other things in order to work properly. We can import the request authentication, HTTP basic authentication. And next, we need to define our own function, def, and the function name, maybe we can call it a convert to hex. And we can give one parameter, text. We want to convert text to, this one, from the text to hex, okay? And of course, we will iterate this number from 0 to 640, okay? And now, so this is very simple. We just return. We can use the built-in module bytes and hex, not from hex, okay? Hex, because we want to convert the string to hex, okay? And now here we need to pass the the bytes. As you can see here, the format should be bytes rather than string. So the text encode. Okay, I think that's all. Oh, there is a little warning because PyCharm is based on Paper 8 or Python Enhancement Proposal 8. So to make PyCharm happy, we can add one more line break. So now the little warning is gone. So now we can code our actual code. So how to do? We can move the headers to the beginning of or under this function. And I think we can come out this authorization line. We will submit basic authentication information every time along with every request. Okay, so now how to do the username, the request body, username and password doesn't matter. You can input anything because the application will not authenticate such information or will not validate the username and passwords. Okay, so here we need to, and so we can have for for I in range. The range function return a special type or special object, some kinds of generator, I don't know. And the range is from 0 to 641 because the last one or this is not included. So now the text is, we can copy and use formatted string, and this should be replaced by curly brace or placeholder. And I think that's all. Next, we need to indent these lines to make them to be part of a for loop. Okay, so here would be, we can call the function convert and text. Okay, and also please do not forget to specify or give the argument of authentication, basic authentication. So the basic, but we didn't initialize this object yet. No problem. So basic, initialize the class of HTTP basic authentication. We need to pass two arguments. The first one is username, and then followed by its password. We can get it from notebook. No problem. And we can paste it here. Now, so we need to have a judgment. We need to see whether response has the string or keyword regular user. If response contains this information or regular user, it means that that we are not locked in as a domain. So we can copy, and if not in response text or semicolon, if regular user is not contained in the response, it means that we have been logged in as a domain user. So we can print out the response text. And also, I don't think we need to continue anymore. So we can use a break statement to break out of this for loop. Okay. And if you wish, you also can print some message on the progress. Okay, so we can use, so try with number to manipulate cookie, curly brace, and here I. So I think that's all. We can save this file and bring up our terminal to test or to run our program. Python 3 Natas. Press enter. Now try with number to manipulate cookie 0. Okay, I think the program is getting executed properly. Now I'm going to pause the video because I don't want to waste your time. All right, I'm back. As you can see over here, we have already found correct PHP Session ID, because as you can see here, we got a different response, which is saying the credentials for the next level is this one. So beautiful, right? So to quickly recap, first of all, I found out the way of PHP Session ID generation, and then I utilize the Python to automate the process of brute forcing. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.